All right, welcome back, everybody. April corner or April number corner, day 5. Hopefully, you have your calendar collector and your calendar grid sheets available so that we can update both of those for day 5. And if not, you can also record them in your notebooks to make sure that we are staying up to date on those. All right, so here we go, day 5. Again, let's make sure that we update that calendar grid. Here's your marker for today. The marker is a 1 by 2 by 2. Let's go ahead and figure out what the volume is in cubic centimeters. And then we're also going to add to our calendar collector. Remember, we're collecting 3/4 of an hour and 3/4 of a dollar, and we're trying to figure out the total with that. So we have 5 of them today for day 5. So go ahead and update those documents either electronically or within your notebook, so we can go over those at a later date. Today's activity is a problem string. And in this problem string, we are dealing with, again, just dividing a park up. Remember, we had a picnic area and we wanted to devote a part of the picnic area to picnic tables. And then we also wanted to devote a part of the park to a major, large play structure. Today, though, we're just going to deal with dimensions. All right, so for our first one, what we're going to be doing is looking at this. So remember when we were planning, the neighborhood divided the park into equal sections. And we're going to do our best using the square provided. If you could write the square down in your notebooks, that would be great. We also want to divide that whole park into sections with dimensions of 1/4 to 1/5 and 1/5 of a linear block. So go ahead and pause the video and write that down and do that on your square. Okay, now to divide it into fourths, remember all we have to do is draw a straight line down and then divide the remaining parts by half, right? And then to do our 1/5, we have to have 4 lines that go across horizontally. So there's 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So what would be the section with dimensions 1/4 and 1/5? Well, there's 1/4 right here and 1/5 also. So our multiplication problem, when we take a look at this mathematically, we are doing 1/5 of a fourth, and our answer is going to be 1/20. Hopefully you figured that out. You could count up the number of blocks if you wanted to, or multiply the denominators together and the numerators to get your 1/20, right? All right, so for our next problem, it says what fraction of the whole park is 3/4 and 1/5? Well, that's interesting. We're going to have to redraw what we drew previously. And so I'm going to draw my fourths, and I'm going to draw my fifths. So now it's asking me to do what is 3/4 and then times 1/5, right? So if this is 1/4, this would be 2/4, and that would be 3/4. And then we would have 1/5, which would be here. So every box that is contained in this little rectangle here is our answer. Did you figure out what that total would be? 3/20. Good. All right, so we're on our last problem for today. Let's go over to our cursor again. And then it said, what fraction of the whole park is 3/4 and 2/5? So again, they're asking us to draw our park, or draw our, or divide our park up into fourths again, vertically. and then divide it up horizontally again into fifths. And then do that multiplication problem, right? We have the 3/4 of the park, which is 1, 2, 3 of those fourths, times 2/5, which goes down to 2, right? Everything located within this square right here is our answer. Did you come up with that yet? Right, 6/20, right? And I also noticed that 2/5 is twice what that would be. So my answer would have to be 2 times what that one would be. All right. Okay, that's it for today. Make sure that you update your calendar grid and your calendar collector for later days. But other than that, if you have any questions, make sure that you email your teachers. And I guess that's about it. So enjoy math, everybody.